So the next person coming to speak is from City Council, and we'd like to hear what he has to say. Everybody, Todd.
Thank you all for the opportunity to speak today. I hope you can hear me well. If you don't know me, my name's Todd. A child of the south side of Chicago, 67th and Woodlawn. I came here to get to Co. in 1974. Everything I owned in a suitcase and a check for 25 bucks. I've been here ever since. This is my district. Wellington Heights is where I live. I've been there 27 years. I am here today because these are serious times. I have, each generation has their own serious times. And for me, it was the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the Vietnam War, and then the assassination of Martin Luther King. For this generation, George Floyd will be your defining moment. I wore my Obama shirt today because some of you might not realize his campaign started here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at an event I put on. And some of you will also remember the talk. He doesn't have any foreign policy experience. He ain't black enough. He doesn't dress right. You know, you heard all that stuff. But what happened? People of all types, rich and poor, black and white, old and young, came together and we built a coalition that was able to achieve change. That was another defining moment in my life because people said that would never happen. Black folks, we said that would never happen. Until that day in Grant Park at night, we saw that when we work together, it can happen. And so this is one of those times. I saw that video of George Floyd. I got to admit, I couldn't watch the whole thing. Couldn't do it. It wasn't until right before my mother died. She was white, Irish, liked to fight. But she told me that her parents, these are her parents, in Ohio, put her in a mental institution for 2 weeks because she had the nerve to like a man of a different color. My father could not be in the same car with her if they got stopped by the police in Ohio. They had to move to Chicago because that's the way it was. There has never been a better time for us to come together to make change. And I'll tell you, it is so refreshing to see new faces out here because there's a couple of us, there's a little gray. Okay, there's a little gray out there. But we need your help. And we still got fight left in us because I'll tell you one thing we did. The day Barack Obama was elected, the forces of evil and racism and bigotry started planning how they were going to take their country back. And they did it. They did it. One of the reasons why this guy is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is because we didn't vote. We didn't vote. That goes both ways. That goes both ways because we didn't give you a compelling reason to vote. But if there is ever a more compelling reason, this is the time. This is going to be our only chance to do it, folks. Only chance to do it. So, as chair, as the only African American who's ever been elected to the Cedar Rapids City Council and chair of the Public Safety Committee, there is nobody in this city that wants to get rid of bad cops more than me. Okay? So, I have my business card. If you get pulled over and you don't think it's right, you call me. Okay? And I will walk you down to the police chief's office and we will talk about it. I know what you're talking about. I was pulled over. I was eating my breakfast one day, and this is the days of police helicopter. They came in and said, "We want to talk to you." They thought I had robbed a store, but I looked like the other guys, so I know. So when we don't win, it's because we work against us and we don't work together. We need to focus. We need to get this done because, in the words of Spike Lee, we want to do the right thing. We don't all know what that's going to be, but we want to do the right thing, and I want you to do one thing for me. I know it's COVID, but I want you to take one little step forward. Just one, even if you're sitting on the ground. Just move forward just a little bit, okay? Then I'm going to ask you one question. What is the difference between a hero and somebody who is afraid, okay? The difference is that the hero steps forward. They may not know where they're going. They may not know where they're going to end up. They may not have a plan, but they're willing to step forward. Today, you are willing to make that first step, and I want you to do it all together with us, because this is the time to do that. And so in closing, once again, thank you for the opportunity to speak. I appreciate it. I want to close with the words of a famous Negro poet, Curtis Mayfield, who had the song. Remember? You guys remember this? Get on the train. People, we're moving. We're moving together. You don't need a ticket. You don't need no baggage. Just get on the train. People, get ready. This is the time to get on that train together. We all want to be there. The Cedar Rapids City Council is with you. Let's get this thing done now. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. So real quick. As you're asking the people to get on the train with you, we would like to ask if you are going to be on the train with us and support the 7 demands.
Okay, let's listen up. Okay? If anybody tells you the Cedar Rapids City Council is not on board with these demands, send them to me. Okay? We want to get this done. We need your help, but there is no opposition to getting this thing done. As I said, using the words of Spike Lee, we want to make sure we get this thing right, because I don't think we're going to have another chance to do it. Now is the time. Thank you for the question.